Ooh.
It's just us. No one else.
Us two. The top two of the cup.
Oh my God, top two.
Top two. Maybe
that feels correct. That feels like the right way to go about it.
It's correct.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Today, not sponsored, but I wish I was, by Ghost Energy. I'm drinking a raspberry cream Ghost Energy drink because it's the best, hands down, without a question. And of course, cup mug on hand, as always, LanaGCreations.etsy.com. That link is in the description below, and that lovely QR code up in the top right corner. Go get yours today.
All right, y'all, and I am Tara Nova, all the way from Canada's Drag Race, Season 5, the most iconic pork chop, I will say. And say something trans.
Yes! Okay, yes, period. Done.
No, I had to steal it. When you said it again, I was like, oh, I'm stealing that one.
Oh, you should, and I love every minute of it. I love every minute of it. Well, now you're a regular, so you can take whatever you want, and it's fine.
Listen, you guys won't even give me any vacation at this point.
Nope. Booked.
What can I say?
We gotta have her on. We gotta have you on. But, what an episode.
I know.
This, baby, season 18 is giving.
It is. It really is giving. Such a great group of girls.
Top to bottom, this season is just killing it. I can't wait to get into this episode because too much happened. We've got to get into it. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Make sure to check out our coverage of Season 18, as well as our coverage of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Season 3, where Tara made a feature as well this week. She's doing the double dose this week, talking about both franchises. And check out our look over here for that as well, because we had the lovely, fabulous, the Virgo Queen talking about the runways over there. And we've got some extra special guests lined up for the rest of Season 18 and UK versus the World. So stay tuned for those. And make sure to check out everything we are doing here across the Cup Network. All of our links are down in the description below. You can also follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow both of us, our links are down below as well. Go check it out. And if you're in Canada, book Tara.
Yeah, get out, girls, or just come out and see me. Tip Tara.
That part. Tip Tara, book Tara, do all the things. Yes, God. But Tara, it's your first time coming on for season 18. Give me a little bit. What are you thinking of the season so far? Because obviously it's so good, but what are you thinking overall?
I'm thinking that is amazing. I mean, the girls are there. They're delivering some drama, which I love to see. I love to see Michelle's clap back to Kenya. I was like, yes, call out the girls. I love to see when the judges get a little bit spicy with things. And also, I was just overall excited for this season once I seen the promo drop, because I have known a lot of these girls online for such a long time. Word. So it's nice to see Briar there. It's nice to see Juicy there. Athena. Who else? Just all of these girls, like Dee Dee, all those girls. I'm just like, yes, exactly. Correct. This is your time, and I'm excited to see them shine.
100%. I feel like, and I was talking with my roommate last night when we were watching this, it's like this caliber of cast is so good. I feel like we're going to be seeing all-stars casts for years to come being like, oh, how many season 18 girls are on? Oh, yeah, no, that feels right. How many girls from this cast? Oh, nope, that feels correct. It's just, this cast is such caliber. There's so much good drag on display, except for that one shake run, or that one runway. That one runway, episode 6. Or episode 5.
Listen, Logan, don't give the girls a hard time. They didn't.
Oh, I did. I had to be here. I had to be here by myself, giving them a hard time.
Oh God.
I know. Drag Race is hard. I haven't done it, but I know Drag Race is hard. So I'm not, not giving them too much of a hard time.
No.
And not every runway is going to be made equal. So I understand completely. Right. But when almost everyone looks bad,
That says something.
And when the second best look is Kenya in a coat that she borrowed from Jane because her designer didn't come through in time.
Listen, I know, honestly, using satin as a runway is really difficult. Satin
It really is, yeah.
Is not a fun fabric to use for anybody. No, doesn't matter who you are. You can be the most like couture person in the world, and satin is not fun. It's hard to make satin look good, to be honest.
Didi Fuego did, unfortunately.
Listen, the pork chops know what's up.
They do. They do. And I love that she got it designed from one of my favorite Project Runway designers. Shout out to God.
Oh my God.
Love
No
him.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was like, you better work, because he's just his designs are so great. But
right.
And baby, the early outs this season, too good.
Like Didi is like, I've known Didi for a long time online, and is like one of those people where I always knew she would get to Drag Race, and I expected her to like make it longer. Obviously, like the cookie crumbles in unexpected ways, and things happen. You think it's oatmeal, but it's actually chocolate. But like Didi is such a personality, like has such a personality. So it was really hard to let Didi go first.
It just, like we've been saying, it just speaks to how good this cast is, and like I don't think this is the last we're going to see of a lot of these girls. Like, I feel like a lot of these girls are going to get their time to shine again, and I'm thrilled to see it. Including, I hope, our dear sweet Sierra Mist, who we lost last week after sometimes I do call them lip sync accidents. This one certainly seemed like a lip sync accident. Buffoonery, some situation where Miss Mikey Meeks ended up in the bottom 2 last week.
Yes,
baby. Ooh, but yeah,
it was just rough. We couldn't say goodbye to Mikey either. I mean,
no,
Mikey has been doing such a great time, or not such a great time, such a great job, and it's like her time there, like you could tell, was not up yet.
Not at all. Not at all. No. So Sierra is gone. We come back in. I will say that vocal stem has permeated through everyone I watch Drag Race with. Ooh. Still, it's there. It's there.
Listen, make your mark, girl.
And you know what? If it's a vocal stem for the vocal stem girls, period. I love to see it. But we're talking about how Miami won the talent show through talent and strategic voting.
Buffoonery.
Period. Yes. And you know, Miss Athena, I love Athena. I love Miss Athena. But she's like, well, we may have been a little naive as to how the voting was going down, and we may have been a little, we didn't really know how things. Girl,
be real.
You put your daughter and your sister in the top, and then they did the same for you.
Yes, absolutely. That's the thing, though. But like, at least they're playing the game, I guess. Like, I look at it. I would be pissed off if I was another contestant there, for sure. Like, it would be too much. Yeah. But I'm like, at least y'all were smart.
Right. Like, the difficulty for me in this is like, I kind of get where Athena's coming from, where she's like, well, we didn't really understand that it was going to be this like, all of the hardcore strategic situation. I was just trying to put my girls in the top, and that's all I was trying to do. But I'm also like, Athena, do you not realize that is strategy? And I'm glad girls called her out for it. I'm glad that the girls were like, no, Athena, that's also like exactly what you did. Like,
and then it also makes sense to like why Mikey was in the bottom, because like if you watch the 2 episodes, Mikey is not like making any sort of alliance. Mikey is minding her own business, doing her own thing. So like that makes sense to why she landed where she landed. I don't think that her actual performance was bad. It was amazing. No. It just how it shook out because there were so many alliances happening at that time.
Yeah. Like the only thing she had going for her was that attempted glam situation alliance where the girls from that girl group were trying to were trying to put themselves together in order to, but Miss Nene Coco couldn't make up her mind as to what group she wanted to compete in. So,
Listen, she should have done week 2.
And she would have been in the top.
And she would have been, exactly.
But that's how it shakes out. That's how it goes down. And then I love when we get the music ramping up moment, and Mikey's like, I'm Mikey motherfucking Meeks. And I'm like, I was like, so Mikey's either going home or she's winning the challenge. Got it. Thank you.
Exactly.
I'm like, y'all ain't slick anymore. I get it. Like,
we know the formula.
We know the formula. We've been watching Drag Race since we were, children at this point. Like, sure, whatever. And I'm not mad at it, obviously. But I'm like, I did love the way she was like, I'm Mikey motherfucking Meeks, and I'm gonna show these girls that I'm not one to be fucked with. And in that moment, I was like, oh, she really is Roxy's niece. Like, that's the first time to see that. I was like, oh.
The fire came out, girl.
I'm like, okay, I see the Orlando coming out of this girl. All right. And I'm not mad. And I'm not mad in the slightest. I love it.
Me too. You see, sometimes a girl needs to be thrown in the bottom to put that fire under their ass a little bit, and then they're like,
seems like it, yeah.
Right, this is where I am.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And I quite enjoy it. But we got everyone coming back into the workroom the next day. Immediately, Rita Queen.
Yes.
We're not mincing it. We're not sugarcoating it. We're not going Rue doesn't come in with the dossier. Tia Costa didn't come in with the dossier. No. It's just like on the table. Here you go.
Yeah, it's like sending screenshots to your friend immediately when you're like, her wig was crusty, and then somebody screenshots it and sends it to the person, and you're like, fuck, shit.
That part, yeah. And they're like, ooh, Rita Queen, ooh. I will say, even with all of the strategic bullshit that went on with the girls, none of the results actually shocked me that much.
No, not at all.
Like when it came down to the individual voting of it all, no one's votes really surprised me because everyone, was strategic, but also in a way was quite straightforward and honest about how they were going to vote. And I was like, oh, okay.
And most people stuck to their word too. It was nice to see that Mia actually did put Kenya first, because I'm pretty sure that's seen. So it was nice to see that their alliance actually held, and so on and so forth.
I agree with that. Yeah. And that, is what kept Kenya out of that bottom two. And
absolutely.
It's wild how that math works out, where it didn't even keep her out of the bottom. It propelled her to third in the ranking. I was like, and I love me some Kenya, but she should not have been third.
Well, I'm just glad she didn't have to lip sync, because did she know the words?
I would hope she knew the words to Toxic.
That song has been out long enough.
I would hope, but we'll see. But yeah, no one else is no one really surprised me. I did love Mia being like, this is what it was.
Yeah.
This is how I did things.
Mm-hmm.
Vita being like, this is how I did things. This is, the girls just being very straight up and honest and almost to an extent, kind of blunt about it. And I didn't mind it. If I'm in Mikey's position, it doesn't feel great.
No, because she was mainly ranked 6th by most people, I think.
Yeah.
With her little dossier there. And I was like, that hurts.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have put her there personally.
No. But it's because of the alliances. The alliances just screwed her over. Every first, second, third was guaranteed going to certain people. So then the last 2 spots, it's hard.
Yeah, indeed. But they get through Rita Queen, they do their thing, and we get Rue coming in with a whole lot of Brazilian nuts.
And you know what? I'm here for it.
Thank you, Bruno.
Give me a full dish. Bruno.
I would say go subscribe to his OnlyFans, but I don't. It's no, Tara, it's boring. I've done it.
Oh, stop. He's just one of those.
Oh yeah, he's one of those.
Oh, gosh.
Love Bruno. Big shout out to Bruno. Adore Bruno. Just don't subscribe. It's boring, baby.
I hate when people do that.
It's all face photos. I'm like, Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
What are Bruno?
We see this on Drag Race.
we see more of you on Drag Race than we do on your OnlyFans, Bruno.
That's wild.
I'm like, what are we doing here? Quickly. But we find out that this week's Maxi challenge is parody political ads, where in duos, queens are going to be taking the for and against positions on propositions, but they're fun, dumb propositions. You know, I will say, you know, given the state of America currently, I liked that we did a political challenge in a midterm year, because this is the first time US Drag Race has done it in a midterm year. But I also loved that it completely took the piss out of all of it. And it was this kind of like complete parody kind of idea. And that we're doing something with propositions, because it's a new political idea. For you know, different from what they've done in the past on Drag Race. I really liked the challenge. I thought it was a quite unique and different challenge, and it was quite fun.
Yeah, I like the like oppositions there too. Like you're seeing like the basically like Republican and the Democrats type of deal. So it's like you're seeing both of them, and that like opposition there creates a lot of fun instead of just being like all one way or the other. So then you just get to see both ways. So it's like you're taking the piss out of both parties, but then also just like, you know, overall trying to lighten the mood a little bit for what is already, you know, dampened.
Exactly. And so we're pulling randomly for our pairings, which I thought was also a good way to do it. Just like, because there's been so much of like picking teams this season. Let's do it randomly. Somehow Juicy and Mia still end up on the same, you know, pairing, sure. But yeah, so we end up with Jane and Kenya, Juicy and Mia, Nini and Discord, Athena and Mikey, and Vita and Darlene. Our duos. The queens get to distribute their propositions amongst everyone, and for the most part, we're pretty, you know, I want this one. Okay, girl, I want this one. It's the titties. The titties are causing the mayhem and the drama.
Everybody wants a pair of titties.
Everybody wants titties, and I understand.
Me too.
I get it. I understand it. But yeah, so, and then I don't know about you, Tara. This felt real weird, where I was like, this argument ended up just devolving down into Darlene versus Mia.
Yes.
And it was like Vita and Juicy like weren't a part of it.
No, they really they did not want to get involved. Darlene and Mia were so heated. They didn't know what to do. Like, I swear to God, like Mia started literally pulling up the receipts, being like, this time and this time and this time. And Darlene was just like,
when I let you do this, but I didn't tell you I let you do this, but when I let you do this that one time a couple weeks ago, but I never let you know because I didn't want to cause the drama.
But now it's a problem.
Mia, girl. I love you. Messy, shady little boots in the shade, Mia. Yeah. Like, I'm not mad at it, but I'm like, girl.
Oh, no. It was great drama. I live for it. Yes.
Oh, same. But I'm like, girl, what are we doing here? What? And I do love ultimately Darlene being like, well, I ain't gonna win this, so let's make a deal.
Literally.
She was like, instead of just conceding. Right. Like, let's not concede. Let's, in case of further, you know, future situations. And I feel like
right in front of everybody.
And I feel like that might come up, you know, if they both make it past next week, because 2 weeks from now, I don't know if you saw, is the Rusical.
Right. Okay. Exact. So Listen,
if they both make it past Snatch Game,
she don't even have to fight for her part.
Miss Darlene's gonna be like, Mia, and we'll see if it works out for Miss
Mia.
Mia.
Will fight for Darlene's part. We'll fight everybody so Darlene gets her part. That's what's gonna happen.
Period. Mia's just now Darlene's agent.
Literally.
Like, and then fights for her own. Period. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, the girls are, putting together, their ideas after Darlene and Vita ultimately take this social media kind of idea, which does work for Darlene because she is, a glorified bedroom queen.
Yeah.
It ends up working out for her. And then over on the flip side, Juicy and Mia are like
going through it, through the trenches. Both crying, sobbing, snotting. What are we gonna do for our girls?
Not the girls.
Not the girls.
Not the girls. I'm like, no.
The Miami Alliance isn't gonna help you here.
No. Raider Queen is over, girl.
It's done.
I was like, y'all have so much material you can work with this.
Literally. It was like, and you know what? At the end of the day, Mia really pulled through.
I agree.
Mia really, really did do her big one. She pulled through and it was great. I thought that was very funny, very impressionable. You get to see more of like Mia's kooky, stupid side, which she has a lot of.
I agree.
But for Juicy, it was rough.
Ooh. And we'll get there because, oh, baby, it was not good.
No.
It was not good at all. But we get rehearsals and filming with Michelle.
Yes.
Which I thought for the most part everyone did quite good.
Yeah, but from that filming you kind of see who the bottom two are going to be. Like it was almost like painfully obvious there. I hated to see Vita not be able to let go. I was like, she was just like way too in her head about it, and that sucked so much. Like I agreed with the judges' critiques of being like, you just like weren't the character, and I was like, no, she wasn't. She fully walked in and is like she blanked. Like you seen it behind her eyes. It was just gone.
When she started with, and what's a B-roll? I said, oh, bye, Vita.
Yeah. But I kind of wish that Darlene was on the side like, this is what a B-roll is, girl. Like,
I truly, in the way that like, and to look at the kind of flip side of that, we saw Nene struggle as well. And this is like, other than the girl group, this is kind of the first time we've seen Nene struggle a little bit so far in the competition. And Discord really put in a lot of work to kind of like carry her through the challenge. And Nene was like, yeah, I really like, I don't know how much I would have been able to get through this. And I just put Discord last in Raider Queen. Like this week was a lot of like the girls kind of being proven wrong by, the girls that, they rated low in the Raider Queen. Because, as soon as you go to a comedy challenge, things change instantly.
It does. And you wouldn't expect Discord to be that kind of girl. But even just like the actual teamwork that was going on there was like, okay, wow, like you're a girl's girl. You're here to have fun. You're here to do your job. You want people to succeed. So that was nice to see. And I think that actually made Nene like clock in and be like, oh, this is like a serious competitor at this point.
Right. And I appreciated it because obviously, like, we know Discord's been trying to get on Drag Race for like years at this point. Because I know you're a girl that you've seen like the spoiler casts for years, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So you remember how long Discord's been on those like rumored cast lists for
yes, honey.
Literally since season 8.
Oh,
like,
yes, I wonder if she was the one posting that.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? But no, like to finally see her and to see like just how well-rounded she is. Like I'm glad in a lot of ways that she's on now because like we are seeing this like fully well-rounded competitor. And in a lot of ways, I'm kind of surprised just how well-rounded as many girls are this season. Like, so many of these girls came in and they're like, no, I can do this and this and this and this. And I'm funny. And it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot
then.
of
Like,
jack of all trades in the building.
And I'm happy to see it because it's quite refreshing to see. I gotta be honest.
Absolutely. Well, to see people with actual talent, you know, like see people like come in that are well-rounded queens, and you can tell are like working queens too.
Yeah.
Most of them. I mean, minus Darlene, I guess.
Yeah, but even then, I think Darlene was working like a little bit.
Yeah, she was. She was working as trash.
Yeah. Fun fact, because we haven't talked about trash in a minute. My drag aunt, shout out to Miss Hypoxia, knew Darlene as trash from years ago.
Gag.
And I found out about that the other week, and I was like, you better work.
Like, yes. Oh my god.
I love that.
I love that so much.
I love that. I was like,
the lore
of trap. Like, I want to sit down with Darlene and be like, what? I need the whole lore.
Yes,
like, we're not gonna get the whole lore on this season.
No.
But I just want to sit down and be like, Darlene, I need the whole lore. Like, I need the lore of trap. Yes. And I love it.
Yeah, she's like one of the first people in a while that are just like authentically like actually weird, but like in the best kind of way. Like, it's not like something put on. It's not like she's on the runway doing her little crawl. Like, she is just actually a weird person, which I appreciate.
Like, she lives on the same drag planet as like Tammy Brown, Sami Landry. Like, she really like the way she reminds me of Sami, and I think that's just recency bias for me, especially. I'm like it's genuinely, I'm like, it's good. It's good. But I'm like, to that point, it's like, and I don't feel like the judges know what to do with Darlene.
Not yet, no.
No, and I'm like, we're 7 episodes in, and they still don't know what to do with Darlene.
No.
And it's like,
they're keeping her around, which I appreciate.
But she's killing it.
Yes.
Like, except for that satin runway. But, like, she's killing it. I really did not like that satin runway.
No, it was really bad.
It was really bad. But, like, she's killing it otherwise. Like, and so it's like, what do we do with this kind of crazy cuckoo girl in the best way? Like,
I just don't feel like we get that on US often, you know? Like, that's something we usually see in like the UK or even like Canada with Sammy. But like now we're getting more of that. I think they're allowing that back in on the US because it breathes a different like life into it.
It's quite refreshing, honestly. Like, I'm happy we're finally like, the casting of this season 2 felt a lot more like across the board. And it was really nice to see. I was like, it's refreshing to see a cast where not everyone looked the same and not everyone does the same kind of drag. Like, no one is in the same lane.
No, not at all.
And it's the first season in a minute for US Drag Race where I feel like we've had that, and it's quite nice to see. I enjoy it. But was there anything else from rehearsals that stood out to you, Tara?
Anything from rehearsals that stood out? No, not really. I would say that I could just tell, like, it seemed like we could really tell who was going to be the bottom 2 from watching those rehearsals. I was like, yeah, I can already see how this is shaping up. Not that I like it, but that's just how it went.
I hated it, but you know, it was what it was. I had narrowed it down to like bottom 4 by that point. Because I was still like, well, Nene girl, I don't know how you're gonna do, but let's see how, let's see how it goes. But yeah, so we come back in, the girls are getting ready for the runway, and we get a Kennedy Davenport dance lesson from Mia Star. We find out Mia is her niece, so Mia is a Davenport. I love it.
That's why I love Mia.
It
explains that.
She is my favorite this season. So,
absolutely.
Like, it does really explain it, because Kennedy is
D1.
I could go on and on and on and on and on about Miss Kennedy Davenport, but something tells me we may be able to do that here in a couple months, and I'm thrilled about it.
Oh!
Allegedly. Everything is alleged information.
Exciting.
But no, and before we get that though, Nini's like, yeah, this challenge really opened the door to my relationship with Discord. Oh, we also had a really awkward makeout.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm kind
of about Discord having a cat's tongue. I was like, been there.
We've all been there. Yeah. I'm kind of glad we got the preface for it because I was anticipating it, but I also really would have loved like not knowing it was coming and then just being surprised by it. Like,
because it wasn't even a mock makeout. They were actually touching tongues.
Yeah.
Like it was actually happening. It wasn't one of those like, but it was actually the full thing. I said, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. More Kai on Drag Race.
Data sister. And I technically did, but data brother.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, they're Mia's talking about doing her first pageant, and Kennedy, taking that ponytail and like just doing it all the way up, and we get our Kennedy Davenport segment. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Love it. I was like, from season 7 at All Stars 3 and Canada versus the world.
Right.
We ain't gonna acknowledge the only time, like the second time she's made a finale. Like, okay.
Listen, we're not talking about Canada anymore. They said they're over.
They said, we had Jimbo on one season. Fuck Canada after that.
Yeah, that's it.
Literally, they said Jimbo, and that's it. Yeah. Screw Canada after that.
No, they're like, season 6 was too good. We can't bring up Canada again.
That part. But I did love the way all of these girls killed this 8 count.
I know. I was early like, we need a girl group challenge again. Like right now. How the hell did y'all just whip this out?
And it was not necessarily the girls I would have expected to kill it.
No.
Because like Vita, sure. Nini, sure. Juicy, absolutely. Mikey, sure. Athena? You got Miss Athena Dion in the background doing a Kennedy Davenport 8 count. I said, oh, ma'am, I was not familiar with your work.
Now, Ms. why didn't she bring that out during the talent show?
Come on now. You could have done some Greek dancing into a side cartwheel onto a box. Athena.
Yeah, literally. Donkey kick and scream Oppa. What is
Come on now. What are we doing? Maybe you would have gotten first instead of second.
Well,
it worked out for her. It worked out for her anyway.
It worked out for her. She got the money.
She got the money. It didn't matter. So, who cares? But yeah, I loved this whole segment. I was like, y'all better do Kennedy good.
Oh yeah.
And then we get a very emotional moment talking about the unfortunate state of America. And Discord is talking about living in Florida and having moved to Florida. And living with a housemate, someone they knew for years, and them being wrapped up in the cult behavior that is unfortunately still quite rampant here, to the point where like 98% of their drag got destroyed.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and stuff they made themselves, which like there's a whole different level to that.
Yeah. It's like, just sucks. It just really sucks. Like,
yeah.
It's frustrating because like living here, going through it, like, and I live in a state where ICE is present, and a city where ICE has been present. Like, ICE has been present a mile from my house.
That is so
And
scary, Logan.
it is. It
Yeah.
really is. And I haven't spoken about it much on here.
No.
But it's a terrifying kind of situation, even for all of us. But you still live on edge.
Yeah.
Like it's it's frustrating that this is where things have gotten. And yet, even with all of the frustration and the pain and watching all of this happen, there is still this sense of like, and I don't know where it comes from for me specifically, but there is still this sense of, no, things are gonna get better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know where it comes from, but I still, like, in my heart feel like, no, things are gonna get better and
Mm-hmm.
soon. And I like it it's not gonna go on forever, but it is terrifying to live
Mm-hmm.
through and to recognize just how many like major life events we've lived through in like
Mm-hmm.
in 28 years for me so far. Like
Yeah.
it's frustrating, and to
Mm-hmm.
hear that this is still impacting a lot of people, still impacting
Mm-hmm.
it's frustrating um to hear that ICE is still in Minnesota. They're still there.
I
they're
know,
you
which
know
is wild.
they're still there.
Not only that, they're
um
also starting to censor. There's so much censorship
yeah
on TikTok and all of these places, and it's really disheartening to see, especially being a Canadian. Like, it makes me
yeah
like obviously grateful to be like where I am and to
yeah
like not have those issues, but it's not something that we can ignore. It's right
yeah
below us. It's happening
yeah
all below us. It's under our nose
yeah
essentially, and it really sucks. But I think the reason why you may feel hopeful is because you see how many people have either changed their mind or are speaking up and out against it. I mean, like, you have huge celebrities. You also have just like, you have
yeah
such a, I'm sure there's still such a queer community there whose
yeah
voices are loud, and they
yeah
won't be silenced. The only
yeah
way, there will be no silencing. It won't
yeah
happen.
yeah it's definitely a lot of that. Like,
Hmm.
there's thankfully still a lot of voices that
Hmm.
are very positive in this time, and
Hmm.
I do agree with that, and it's good to hear that. um it's just still frustrating and disheartening, and
Sure.
I'm going to put some links below to resources where you can help
Absolutely.
people that are affected by this, because it's not something we should be dealing with in 2026 in the United States. It's bullshit.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
if we can use our platform to help anyone involved in this, then that's what we want to do here. So
Absolutely.
and I'm glad that we had this conversation, especially because Florida is one of those hotbed states where
Hmm.
a lot of political bullshit has been happening. But I
Yep.
appreciate it, especially Mikey being like, no, like, this is my home. I've lived here my entire life. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
go anywhere else. And
Yeah.
like, there are still a lot of great people in Florida,
Hmm.
and like, despite all of the everything that goes on here, there are still great people that live here.
Hmm.
And you know, that does count for something. And it absolutely does. It
Hmm.
absolutely does. So I'm glad that we're getting, even though this was filmed a year ago, we're still having these conversations. And,
Yep.
Vita talking about living in Alabama.
Hmm.
Not a great situation. I know Lana isn't here today because it's happy Valentine's Day, by the way, everyone.
Oh, happy
And happy
You're my
Valentine's Day to you too. Oh my
Valentine.
god, yay. I completely forgot that was today.
Me
But
too.
and Lana would be here probably, but she's working
Right.
today because it's Valentine's Day. But
Mhm.
she lives in Alabama as a Black woman.
Mhm.
And she's spoken on the podcast several many times about being a woman of a certain age, and being a Black woman in Alabama, and it not being the best circumstances for her either. And
Mhm.
so I really appreciated Vita speaking up about Alabama not being a great place for her to live either, because of how many murders we have of queer people, of trans people, um of people of color, of Black people
Mhm.
especially. Like, it's not a great place to live, but there are still communities there, and I know there's a strong queer community in Birmingham where she lives, that does, support the drag and does support, what they're doing there. So I'm glad that, to echo what you were saying earlier, at least in these places where people are being oppressed, there are still queer communities where people aren't going to be silenced, because it's not that easy. Like, it's not easy for us to be silenced.
No, not at all. Queer voices have always been loud.
And we're going to continue to be.
Yeah.
And if you have a problem with that, you shouldn't, but get out. Fuck off. But yeah. And I appreciated this conversation because it was quite
something that needs to be said. I mean, this should be, conversations are being had everywhere. This should be a regular conversation.
Agreed. Agreed. And with that, I think now it's time for us to head on over to the runway.
Oh, okay, let's do it.
Period. What an interesting judging panel this week. I was like, oh, it's Leland and Jamal and Michelle. Yeah. I was like, oh,
I know. Cool. And it's kind of like split down in the middle. We have the ladies on the left and the men on the right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, and we're putting the D in something again. Great, cool, thanks. He will never have another intro ever again. It just, the PTSD from Global All Stars just really hit. It really just, we talked about it weekly. We were like, oh, and the D and oh, great. Oh.
Yeah, it's like whiplash. It's like, oh God.
Truly. I was like, oh, great. But it was great to see Jamal.
No, it was amazing.
For a challenge that had nothing to do with dance
But he was showing his face, and that's all I need.
And Leland too. And I was like, yes. Both of them. I was like, is this the first time they've both been on for something that had absolutely nothing to do with either of their skill sets?
I think you're right.
I was like, did they just really, someone had to have canceled, right? Like, no shame. But, I love Leland. But I was like, someone had to have, there had to have been a scheduling conflict with,
Definitely.
I don't know, Brooke Shields next week or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But regardless, the men look great. And Ru looks like she took George's design challenge look from season 14 and upgraded it.
Wait, we're missing the star earrings, the cookie cutters, and I'm mad about it.
Yeah, I am too.
So mad. You know what? When I first seen it, I kind of thought it could have been Zara Larson. It could have been Larson's silhouette. But it was this gown, and I was like, you know what? I kind of wish that it was an asymmetrical, high cut skirt that had this fringy thing that's on the center. Take that off and maybe adorn it around the skirt or something and make it fun and flirty.
Sure.
But I was like, I guess she's going for more mature silhouettes these days.
And not really though, because we saw her in a Scoochie Witchy dress on 18 a couple weeks ago.
You're right. You're so right.
So I don't know. This gave me, I definitely got Zara Larson from the print and everything. It's Zara Larson, George's design challenge, JLo Versace.
I was gonna say JLo Versace.
It's very that. It's very that. Did she take the extra fabric from who had the JLo Versace for the mashup a couple weeks ago? I don't remember.
Nene and
Mikey,
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, did Zaldi take that extra fabric and was inspired by Georges and Zara Larson, and was that, I don't know.
Well, I know those girls are on my mood board, so
right. I'm like, I'm not mad at it. They look, and Michelle in aubergine. It's like an aubergine leaning brown almost, I think.
Yeah. It's almost like a velvety leopard print stretch dress.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, it's kind of like Baby Queen at her first show.
A little. Yeah. Or just mature mother of the house, almost mother-in-law. And I don't mean that as shady, but
yes,
but that is kind of the energy Michelle gives, and I'm not mad at it.
That's the cut of it, for sure, with the hair.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I agree with that. For sure. But yeah, everyone looks good. Everyone looks lovely.
Agreed.
And we've got our girls here from our
Mhm.
challenge. Overall, Tara, what did you think? Who would you have had like in the top, et cetera, et cetera? What do you think of the challenge?
So I thought the challenge was great overall. I really, like I said before when we were talking earlier, love the opposing sides of like the political parties and stuff. I thought that was very fun. It's a great way to like play into this challenge and make it different. Overall, I do agree with some of the judges' critiques. I do believe that Kenya could have been like more. Like I feel like there could have been more of a character there, but she still did great and she carried. Juicy was just not in it at all. Same with Vita. Mikey and Athena did great, but honestly, some of my favorites were like Mia. I thought Mia did a really good job.
Okay.
I did end up the skit that I loved the most was Nene and Discord, I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my favorite skit, but I feel like Jane in the top or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jane was deservedly in the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's how I felt over that with like the entire challenge. But I'm not mad about Athena and Mikey deserves a win at this point. Mikey did do a great job. I just found, I don't know, I just thought it was like more expected, and I could have seen the win going elsewhere.
I will definitely agree with that. I think there were a lot of people that really succeeded in this challenge, and I
Yeah.
was happy to see it. Like, this was a really, like, a quite strong challenge overall, and even, like, our two bottom placing queens, like, did not do all that bad. Like, who was the worst in this challenge? Vita. Yes, we know. Like,
Yes.
and even Vita didn't do that bad, but I feel like the editing did do her a lot of favors.
Yes.
But I liked the concept of what she was going for. I think,
Mhm.
the idea was there. I just needed her to, I wanted her to be like, and I agreed with the judges, I wanted her to be like working hard for that money. Like,
That's
she
the
just kind
thing.
of, yeah.
It kind of just felt like Vita was just reading her lines just like blank, like
Because
there
she
was no
was,
characterization.
yeah. Yeah, and I think, of everybody else, the other person that I think was just a little less successful was Juicy.
Yeah.
I liked her spin on it. I thought, going the kind of environmentalist route for the kind of opposition to padding and all
Mhm.
of that kind of stuff. I thought that was a really smart idea.
Yeah.
She just was at about a 50-60%
Yeah, it was
and
very
needed
demure.
to, it was very demure.
Yeah.
As someone that worked for an environmental nonprofit too, I was like, she could have gone so much further. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many things you can do with that.
Absolutely.
And I will say, I think everyone else did quite a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't really mad. I liked what Kenya was doing. I think she could have gone further, but
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of subtlety in her humor.
Yeah.
I thought she almost played like for like the straight man character a little bit
Yeah.
for what Jane was doing, because Jane
Yeah.
was so over the top, and I kind of
Yeah.
appreciated that Kenya's was a little bit more of like a realer character.
Mm-hmm.
Despite having, 8 last names and, being that like big pageant girl character, I still
Yeah.
thought she did quite a good job.
Agreed.
I think my favorite skit overall, my favorite duo was actually Athena and Mikey.
Yeah. Okay.
I really loved what
Yeah.
Athena was doing. Like,
Yeah.
it's a classic kind of trope character that we all know very well. It
Right.
wasn't the most groundbreaking
No.
choice for her to make, but she did it so cleanly and
Mhm.
so effortlessly that I think it went really, really well. For her, like the shot I have here where she's like, and what do I hate the most? Foreign trade.
Yeah.
Like, it like I thought she really like, and then having the moment of like, at night I'm up late and just thinking about slipping into my bed and like
Yeah.
I liked, the play on it all. I
Yeah.
thought Athena did a really, really good job here. Mikey knocked it out of the park. No. And in Spanish, no.
Yeah.
And then when she's doing the like professional like political stuff, the fact that she just had on this like stripper dress and then just put a blazer over it.
Yes.
There is just something about just putting a blazer over a stretch dress.
Business.
I don't know what it
Business.
was, but girl, concerned citizen Stephanie Miller did it for me. Like,
Yeah.
I was here for it. Like,
Yeah.
I really liked it. So I think I would have had both Athena and Mikey in the top for me.
Right.
And then I think my third actually would have been Discord, because I thought Discord really hit with, you know, the repetition of Data Sister.
Mhm.
Data, like, I thought that was a really strong character. I thought it was just so different from what we've seen from Discord so far,
Yeah.
that it was quite refreshing to see. Plus with her runway, I was like, baby, yes, ma'am, like,
Mhm.
hello.
Yeah.
But yes, Jane knocked it out of the park.
Mhm.
We
But
expected
Jane
that.
always does. Is that's the thing. It's become expected now, which sucks for her, because now she
Yeah.
do so well to really be like recognized and get a win or anything. But
Yeah.
I love Jane Doe. Jane
Me
Doe,
too.
she is just so good. Like drag excellence.
I agree with you completely. Like, she is, at this point, I'm like, what can't she do?
Literally. And you know
Like,
what? Every girl in that room recognizes it.
yeah. Like, she's been in the top every week.
Yep.
Every week.
Rightfully so.
And rightfully so. Yeah.
Yep.
You know, there are some weeks I think she could have been safe, but rightfully so. I think she's been in the top every week. Like,
Yep.
period. Darlene did such a great job as well. I was really happy to see Darlene in the top. Because I think she just, like, she knocked it out of the park. She knew that character, and
Yeah.
she just killed it. And I think Nini's performance was quite fine.
Yeah.
Like, because I really did like what Mia was doing, I gotta be honest. I maybe would have swapped Mia for Nini, personally.
For this ad, you mean? Like for
in the bottom.
Oh, in the bottom. Okay, I see you. Yeah.
I maybe, like, based on performance alone, like, I just feel like Nini's was a little bit flat.
Yeah.
And so if I'm going just based on performance, I think, like, the bottom two was correct.
Yes.
But I think I maybe would have swapped Mia for Vita, or not Mia for Vita. Sorry, Vita.
Mia for Nini.
Mia for Nini, because I think Mia's was at least a more fully realized character.
Yeah.
And the judges gave her that praise too. And so I was a little like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, the thing with Mia for me too is that, like, I know that if the writing were like, I know they had to write it themselves, and that factors into how it's being judged and stuff. But for me with Mia, I know that if she's given the right material, she's gonna take it there. So like, I can see that in the way she was performing. So I fully agree with you. Yeah.
I thought she did a pretty good.
She carried her PSA for sure.
I agree. But yeah, overall, though, strong comedy cast.
Very
and I was
strong.
quite happy to see it.
Wasn't expecting it.
Not really.
No.
You know who I would have loved to see in this challenge, though?
Who?
Mandy Mango.
Oh my
And
God.
I still stand behind the fact that Mandy won that lip sync.
Robbed queen of the season. I swear to God, because her performance in that PSA that they did, or the RPTR live,
it was great.
Funny.
It was great.
I feel like if she took her boobs out, like they were saying, or they said take her boobs out, right? They were like, you should have. Yeah, it is like you guys would have hated it. You would have said, no, you're not supposed to do that as that type of lady. And I was like, whatever, botched.
Bye. Anyway, any other thoughts on the skits?
I love the skits. As you were speaking some more, I was like, you know what? I feel like Vita should have kind of been more at like Kenya's level. It was like like they are kind of the same character. They were kind of trying to play in a way, and you kind of see how Kenya did it right and Vita did it wrong. So now it's just a lesson for girls to watch, and when they go, remember that.
Yeah, I agree with that. But well, that is that on that. Everyone gets judged, which I thought was quite refreshing for top 10. Especially because a lot of these girls, especially like Discord, hadn't gotten critiqued yet. You know, chronically safe Discord Adams. Except for that one time she was low.
Yes.
But I was glad that like everyone got, critique at least.
And there was no judges' deliberations. It was just like
I loved it.
Me too. I was like, you don't need to see the
it.
deliberations.
I don't need Leland and fucking I don't need this. I don't need Jamal and Leland talking about this week. No, thank you. I'm fine.
No. Yeah.
I'm good. But we get Untucked.
Yes, I didn't see Untucked.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fine. It was something. It was certainly something. So the girls go back. They're, upset, but a lot of the girls are like, I don't know what's going on. Like Mia immediately is like, well, I could be in the bottom this week.
Right.
And there's like she's immediately like, I could be in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So I'm just going to eat my snacks.
Right. Yeah.
And I love her for it.
Yeah.
And I love her for it because she's just like, at this point, I'm just going to eat my snacks and hope for the best. And,
gotta be well fed if you're going to lip sync, girl.
Pretty much. And most of Untucked is the girls like off to the sides doing their own little individual moments, talking about their things. We get a cute moment with Nene and Discord kind of being like, well, I thought we killed it. If it's a group win, maybe we could win together, which I think could have been, realistically, if it was a team win, I think they could have gotten the win.
Yeah, and that's why I said when we were talking about like the groups, and I was like, I feel like their skit was really good.
I agree with that. I agree with that. A lot of Juicy crying.
Oh yeah.
Juicy is emotional. Miss Juicy is emotional. Miss Juicy is going through it. Athena is going through it on behalf of Juicy.
Yeah.
And there's 4 girls that are rehearsing the lip sync, and it's the 3 girls we get in the bottom and Kenya. Kenya was not super confident in in her spot, which I get given the critique and given all of that, so I understand it. But most of the girls are getting into they're it's just at this point in the competition they're like, we're losing a front runner at top 10, and the number of times they said that in this episode, they're like, we're losing someone big at this point in the competition. It's crazy. Like, we're losing a front runner right now. Okay.
Which is somebody that usually people are bonded to too. So it's like, it's just like that extra amount of hurt.
Yeah. My favorite part of Untucked, though, we get it coming back from a commercial break, and we get a little like solo anecdote from Athena where she's talking about peach rings, because apparently peach rings are the snack of the season. And she's like, oh, peach rings are great. Love the peach rings. And how many calories do they have? And she like picks up the container, which is like, doesn't have any like calorie information on it.
No.
And she's like, no calories. Great. I'm going to take some for the road. I love it. I love her.
I love her too. She's such a personality. Like a literal mother.
Literally, like I'm so happy they finally put her on. Like,
Same.
Just too good. Just too good. There's one other thing from Untucked, but it happens after the elimination. So we'll get into that after we talk about results. And we'll talk about the runways over on Look Over Here, so make sure to check out that episode. But Tara, what do you think of the runway? What were some of your favorites?
Oh my god, so the runway, I think that I was discussing this with you earlier, actually, that Mikey, I love the concepts of Mikey's actual outfit. It was made by Jeffrey Kelly Design, so it's so good.
Incredible.
I think for this runway specifically, they should have done something with the lighting just to like help some of the girls out. Because you could literally not see Mikey's outfit, which like I just wanted a hint of it so you could see it more, just so you had silhouette. Because otherwise, it did look like she was naked, and yes, the runway was, I can see through her, but I wanted some, just a little bit more there, just so I could like see that plastic. I think a lot of the other girls kind of went like predictable routes with it. You know, like you're gonna go with colored PVC. But I'm gonna say that one of my favorites from this runway would be Jane Doe. I love her outfit. I love that she didn't go with PVC. She went with a different type of fabric. She went with some sort of like organza. It just looked so good. And another standout to me would be Athena. Athena's was great. Love the gold lining, just like Michelle said. Thought it was great. I thought the hair was great from head to toe. Looked amazing. And I would have loved Juicy's the most. My only issue with it was that it did sit really low. So it made her torso look really long. And the silhouette was just like a little bit off with it. I just wish that skirt was like hiked up somewhere.
I agree with that. Yeah, I think I'll give my full thoughts on Look Over Here, but Athena's was my favorite of the week. I really loved what Athena did. Overall, I liked what Nini's was as well. I had a couple nitpicks with Nini's, but I liked conceptually what Nini was doing.
The concept was great.
Conceptually, I loved what Mia did as well. I just needed it to be I needed it to be a little bit further. That was
felt
what
like
it was.
A club costume to me. That's what hers felt like.
And I wasn't mad at it because it was still big and over the top, but I just needed Mia's looks this season have been like, for the most part, like almost there.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think a lot of that, from just the perception I'm getting as a viewer, it might just be because she is like a bit newer back to drag.
Yeah.
I'm curious whether a lot of that is just because I think she's been back to drag, I think for like 3 years. She said. Yeah. It's only been a few years that she's been back to it. So I'm like, I don't know if she just doesn't have a whole lot of back catalog drag or, what it was, or if she's just still trying to figure out what her, aesthetic is again. I've loved a lot. I love her aesthetic. I love her approach to drag.
Same.
But a lot of her looks have been just almost there. And I feel like she's going to be one of those girls, if she doesn't make top 4 and doesn't win the season, which she very well could. And I wouldn't be mad at it. But I feel like she's one of those girls, if she comes back for an all-star season with an all-stars budget, she'll be fine.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of the thing. I think it's a bit of a budget issue, probably. Which so many of us have. Relatable, girl. But the ideas are always good concepts. It's just not fully fleshed out. It's almost there. It's almost like it was halfway complete, and then it was so it's I totally agree with what you're saying.
Yeah. But definitely, this was a great runway. I'm excited to talk about it more. But we got our results, and it's, everyone's on stage, and we get the announcement of our top 3. I was like, I don't know how we're gonna, designate a top 3, but then Ru makes it very easy and just designates a top 3. I'm like, thanks, Ru. Appreciate it, girl. And our top 3 of the week is Jane, Mikey, and Arlene, period. I would have put Discord up there.
Yeah, I think the Discord deserved it for how much work she did, actually carrying the team.
I agree. Who would I have swapped her for?
I would have swapped Darlene.
I would have swapped Jane, I think, actually.
Really? Okay.
And Jane doesn't need to be in the top every week.
I just love her.
I do too. But, she's Mikey motherfucking Meeks, and she got her challenge win after being in the bottom 2. Period, man.
Deserved, honey.
100% deserved. 100% deserved. Yeah. I love to see it. Absolutely thrilled. And I love and she got a little emotional with it too. And I was like, yes. I love when a girl you can tell how much it means to someone to bounce
wanted it
back.
So bad. She was grinding her teeth. I could see her they were doing deliberations and stuff when she was getting good critiques. She was I was shaking. She was getting giddy because she knew what was going in her favor for sure.
Yep. I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled for it, and much deserved. Absolutely deserved. And unfortunately, a bottom 3 of Juicy, Mia, and Vita.
Yes.
And an unfortunate. Deserved. I hate it because these are 2 of my I love this whole cast, but we get Vita and Juicy in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh.
It's just really hard to put anybody in the bottom with Juicy because you just kind of know. You kind of know that Juicy's going to eat anything up.
Yeah. I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. Like the fate is sealed.
Especially because, like, she does have 2 challenge wins at this point. Like, and she's a good performer.
Yes.
And, like, and Vita does have a top 2 placement, and she has been doing very well. But it was like, we're literally putting 2 of the front runners in the bottom right now, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm watching it with my roommate, and I'm like, okay, this better be a good song because we've got 2 good performers. It better be a good song. And he's a huge Dua Lipa fan. So the song comes on, and it's Houdini, and we both go, ah! And we both panic in the best way. Finally, we get Houdini. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. And I thought they both did a great job.
Yeah, me too. I think that Juicy just is so next level that it's gonna be hard for anybody that ever goes up against her. And it literally RIP to anybody that goes up against her. Yeah, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I thought Vita, the difficulty with this lip sync is they are just 2 very different performers, like complete opposite spectrums of performance, where Juicy, she is the stunt girl. She has all of those. When she started doing those back walkovers, I said
slow back walkovers.
I was like, in this headpiece, like, and I was just like, girl, it is over. But I really thought Vita did such a phenomenal job in this too. And she has this power about her when she performs that is just so captivating. And I really loved it. This is just not a song I would anticipate Vita having in her wheelhouse.
No.
But I still thought she had the energy, I think mid-tempo does work for Vita. Like, I think that fits in her wheelhouse. So at least she had that. She was so regal with it too. I think just, she's not a stunt girl. She's an old school pageant girl. And she really, for what the song was and for the person she was going up against, I thought she held her own really magnificently.
And there's also something to say too when a girl has like those plastic pieces that are molded on your body on you, like your outfit is gonna get in the way. Like it's gonna be hard for you to move. She had one down around her ankle. It was up on her chest. It was up on her head. So like you're thinking of all those things as you're performing. So it is hard to even perform at the same caliber as you probably would.
Yeah, definitely. Like I think of I love you, girl, but I think of Perla, lip syncing
literally
top 5 against Michaela when she's just in that giant dress. Like we all know how Perla can perform. I know that's not how she would have performed Mariana Trench against Michaela Couture.
I was in the same boat. I did fucking wearing a pencil skirt that was no stretch down around my knees. I was like, oh God. I was like, what can I do? I was like, I can't do anything. I need scissors right now to cut this off of me.
Yeah.
Is wild.
Speaking of Lydia Butthole Collins, maxi skirt down, and sometimes the scissors don't work. Like
that was my issue. That's the only reason, because my fabric was really thick too, especially like down around, like on the bias trim. So I was like, I want to do it, but is it gonna work, or am I gonna be like, will I shame myself some more by being like, oh, it doesn't work. Never mind.
I got it.
But it happens. That's why I love Canada's Drag Race Season 6, because they started letting the girls performance outfits.
Thank you.
Help the girls out.
Seriously. And we thank you for it. But and UK versus the World as well.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think they're doing that across all franchises.
I hope so. I hope so. I hope we get to see it on US eventually too.
Me too, because the girls need it.
I agree.
If you want to have a good lip sync, let the girls perform how they can perform.
Yeah. And even with that, though, like, I know Nene was in the back being like, I can't take my eyes off of Juicy. And I agreed with that. There were a lot of moments in this where I was like, Vita is giving face and she is captivating. And there were moments where I was like, no, Vita is giving. But unfortunately for Vita, she was up against a Dion.
Yeah.
And a love Dion at that. And,
exactly.
And
powerhouse.
who would have thought going into this season, looking at this stacked cast, that Vita Von Teese would be eliminated 10th?
Especially with the way that people view her, like even other Drag Race girls, like she is notoriously known like within pageants and stuff.
I've
So,
known her
like,
for years prior to Drag Race.
yeah.
Like,
So
yeah.
it's crazy how like no matter your reputation, sometimes things just turn out the way that they do.
Yeah. It sucks because I'm so happy we got to see her on this season.
Mm-hmm.
And her drag is just so next level in the best way. It just
Mm-hmm.
it goes to show one wrong week on Drag Race, and that really can just be it for you.
Girl. Can take you out.
I do love all the girls, you know, chanting for her on the way out,
Mm-hmm.
and her exit was just so beautiful and lovely. I hated it though in Untucked because the moment they all get off stage, Juicy is wrecked. She's just like, no, like even Athena can't really console her at one point. She's like, I just need space for a second.
Yeah.
And she just like goes off and does her own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the last scene of Untucked is cut between Vita walking off and all of the girls coming by, and they're like, we love you, Juicy. We love you, Juicy. Like it's like this elimination hurt. And you could see just like the like one of the hearts of the season is gone now, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I wanted to see more of Vita on this season, but it really like this was unfortunately her time.
Yeah. That's how it shakes out sometimes.
Yeah.
It doesn't always feel right, but it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes like how the first couple of eliminations on Canada's Drag Race season 5 went, you know. Sometimes.
Listen, stuff happens and we get hurt, but we move on.
Correct. But
Vita a long, successful career as she's already had.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad that she now has the Drag Race boost to, you know, propel her career even further forward. And we'll see Vita again. Like
absolutely.
I feel like, especially with what Ru said, like on her way out, like we'll see Vita again. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it.
Not at all.
Love you, Vita. An icon. An absolute icon. But we gotta update our draft. Unfortunately for Lana, she just ain't doing well in this draft. She lost another one.
And another one.
She's down to 2.
Oh damn.
She's got mother-daughter. She's got Juicy and Athena.
You know what? Those are kind of good odds then. I mean, the alliance is alliancing.
Yeah. You know, Jonathan and Mike ain't doing too well in this draft either. They're in last with 39 points, and then you jump up to Lana with 63.5 points, and that's just sometimes how the drafts go here at the Cup. You jump up to second, Sugar now with 71.5 points, and I had quite a great week this week, and I jumped back into first, 74.5 points. Congratulations. Thank you. I've got Jane and I've got Mikey. So
good ones. Good picks.
I've got Jane, Mikey, Discord, and Kenya, and I'm like, I've got a quite a good team. So. And I'm the only one with my team fully intact. So I'm feeling, still pretty good. But next week, Snatch Game of Love Island edition.
I think I'm going to like this one.
I think I am too, because
this is fun.
I am a Love Island girly. Yes. I love Love Island. So I'm quite excited to see how this one goes. If you want to hear our thoughts on this Miss Snatch pageant over on UK versus the World, we gave our thoughts and we hated it. But I think go check that one out. But I think I'm gonna like this one. You know, I think this one is fun. Also, Brooke Shields, baby. I saw the preview before because on Philo, which is what I used to watch.
Right.
They do 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
With the descriptions. So I saw that we have Brooke Shields, and then 2 weeks from now for the Rusical is Benny Blanco is the guest judge. And I said,
literally, okay.
They're paying the money. I
was gonna say
they're saying. I said Brooke Shields for Snatch. Period.
Yeah.
Period. I'm like
Wow.
the only thing that would have made it better. The only thing that would have made it better for next week, because it's Love Island Snatch Game, would have been Ariana Madix.
I would have
screamed.
I would have
screamed.
The screams would have been screamed. It would have been over. It would have been so over.
Or Ian Sterling.
Do it.
Like, could you imagine?
Do it.
I would have lost my mind.
Me too.
I'm quite excited for Snatch Game next week. I think it's gonna be fun, especially Discord as the Pope,
which was already making me laugh.
I'm so excited.
Her characterization straight from that little clip, I was like, oh, I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love this. I'm
like, we know 2 characters so far, so we know Discord is the Pope, and we had a feeling Kenya was gonna do Lizzo. It's what she's known for, so you know.
Yes.
I couldn't really tell who anybody else was.
There was another character I recognized, but now I just can't remember.
Yeah,
Mikey was Drew Barrymore.
Oh, yes.
And that was also great.
I'm like, a redemption for Drew Barrymore would be nice. Would be nice.
I think she'll get it.
I think she is too. I think she is too. It's a comedy cast, so I'm really intrigued to see how this goes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm worried for Juicy, and I'm worried for Mia.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried for Athena for like improv. I want to see how she's gonna do like improv wise.
Me too. I'm worried for Miami.
Yeah. I'm
like, is Miami gonna send Miami home next week?
Yeah. I need Athena Dion to do Angie K from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, because they are literally the biggest Greek people I've ever met in my life.
Well, I think because we saw a little bit of what Athena was doing, I think she's doing Athena the Goddess. I couldn't tell.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be mad at that.
We'll see.
I'm excited. For what we've got going on. I can't wait for it. And we'll be back next week to talk all about it. So with that being said, thank you for joining just the 2 of us here for this lovely recap of season 18.
Listen, they're here for our speed date.
Period. Yes. Yes, God. And Tara will be back soon.
Girl, I'm always here.
We'll keep her booked, so don't worry.
Yes.
So,
oh, gosh, thank you.
Of course. With that being said, thank you for joining us. Make sure you are subscribed. You hit that notification bell. You go check out everything that Miss Tara Nova is doing. Check out all of our links down in the description below. Go get your merch on your way out. Go get your Tara Nova merch. Tara Nova merch, yes?
Yes, Tara Nova merch. Yes.
Period. Okay, I'm like, yes, you have period, yes.
Yeah.
Go get your cup merch. Go get your Tara Nova merch. Go check out another video while you're at it. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, y'all. So, cheers. Bye.